Hi everyone. In the previous video we have learned story of microorganisms which is taken from the 8th class biology and which is useful for the people those who are going to prepare for dscbiology exam. We have learned topic of useful microorganisms which are used in our day-to-day life. So today we shall discuss harmful microorganisms. Microorganisms which cause diseases are called as pathogens. Pathogens enter into our body through air we breathe, water we drink, and food we eat. They can also be transmitted by direct contact with infected person or carried through animals or insects. The diseases which spread from infected people to healthy ones are known as communicable diseases. They spread through air, water, food, or through physical contact of infected person. Examples: common cold, conjunctivitis, typhoid, smallpox, chickenpox, swine flu, tuberculosis, and chikungunya. Some insects and animals carry disease-causing microorganisms. They are called as vectors. The female Anopheles mosquito carries Plasmodium. This microorganism, Plasmodium, causes malaria. Here, female Anopheles mosquito is a vector. Dr. Ronald Rose discovered female Anopheles mosquitoes are the carrier of microorganisms for malaria. For this discovery, he got Nobel Prize in 1902. He discovered it in Secunderabad. Some common diseases caused by microorganisms in human beings. Bacteria. Tuberculosis is transmitted through air. Preventive measures are vaccination, BCG. Cholera, typhoid, transmitted through contaminated water, food, housefly, and it is prevented by personal hygiene and food sanitary habits and consuming boiled drinking water. Diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus, hepatitis B, hemophilus, influenza. They are transmitted through contaminated water, food, direct contact, and prevented by pentavalent and DPT vaccines. Virus. Chickenpox is transmitted through air, and preventive measures are vaccination, varicella. Measles and mumps transmitted through air, and preventive measures are vaccination, MMR. Polio transmitted through air, water, and prevented by vaccination, polio drops. Swine flu contaminated through air, and preventive measures are flu vaccination and washing and sanitizing hands, covering cough and sneeze, avoiding contacting with infected people. Dengue transmitted through mosquito aids. Here it is a vector and prevented by vaccination and using insect repellent, wearing full covered clothes, and control mosquitoes inside and outside of home using mosquito nets. Chikungunya, it is also caused by mosquitoes, and same here, prevented by vaccination and using insect repellent, wearing full covered clothes, and controlling mosquitoes inside and outside of the home and using mosquito nets. Japanese encephalitis, it is also caused by mosquito culex. Here culex, it is a common house mosquito, and preventive measures are same as it is here: vaccination, using insect repellent, wearing, and etc. And malaria, it is caused by protozoa. It is caused through plasmodium. Plasmodium, it is a vector. It is contaminated through female Anopheles mosquito. And preventive measures are same as it is here: vaccination and using insect repellent, wearing full covered clothes, and controlling mosquitoes inside and outside of the home using mosquito repellents. Disease causing microorganisms in animals. Anthrax in cattle also affects humans. It caused by a bacteria called as Bacillus anthracis, which is present in the soil. Anthrax begins with flu-like symptoms. Later, cough, fever, muscle aches can occur. Viral disease in prawns. Fowlpox, bird flu in poultry, rabies in dogs. Fowlpox means warts-like appearance on head, legs, and eyelids. Disease causing microorganisms in plants. Bacteria causes citrus canker. It transmits through air, showing symptoms like small pimple-like spots that are 1 mm in diameter. Fungi causes red rot of sugarcane, transmit through air, seedlings and shows symptoms like red and white patches with sour alcoholic odor when the cane is split. Fungi causes Ticca disease of groundnut, transmit through air seeds and shows dark brown and black spots appear on leaves. Virus causes tobacco mosaic virus, transmits through insects mainly seen on tobacco plants. Potatoes, tomatoes, discoloration of leaves occur. Fungus causes smut disease of rice, transmits through air and symptoms are rice grains turns into ball shaped fungus and yellow to greenish black. Clostridium botulinum, a bacterium which is widely responsible for causing food poisoning. This disease is known as botulism. Vomiting and diarrhea are the symptoms of food poisoning. Preservation techniques which we have learnt in 6th class. Water or moisture present in the food items helps the microorganisms to grow. Pickles are preserved by adding salt and oil. Fishes are preserved by adding salt or smoking them. Jams and jellies are preserved by adding sugars after boiling fruits or fruit extracts. Vegetable slices and fishes are preserved by adding salt and drying in sunlight. Hot and cold conditions makes microorganisms not to grow. The process of heating milk up to 72 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes to 30 minutes and then chilled and stored. This process is known as pasteurization. This prevents the growth of most microorganisms. This process discovered by Louis Pasteur, high temperature short time pasteurization, is known as HTST in short form. Invention of pasteurization. Louis Pasteur was born in a village of France in 1822. He was a painter. He wanted to become a teacher. He was interested in mathematics, physics and chemistry and became a researcher. In those days, the wine industry of France was in trouble with spoilage of preserved wine. They approached Pasteur. Pasteur studied the problem and hypothesized that microorganisms may be the cause of wine spoilage. He thought that these microorganisms can be controlled by heat. This led to the invention of pasteurization. Louis Pasteur invented vaccine for anthrax and also for rabies. He had saved the silk industry of Germany and France by controlling microbial diseases caused to the silk moth. Lazzaro Spallanzani is the first person to prove experimentally that microorganisms could be killed by boiling in 1768. Invention of pasteurization led to the invention of sterilization process. In this process, microbes are killed by heating materials at very high temperature for up to 30 minutes. During operations, surgeons use only sterilized instruments which avoid getting infected. Story of discovery of malaria parasites in female Anopheles mosquito. Ronald Rose was born on 13th May 1857 at Almora, present in Uttarakhand state in our India. His father was an army major. At the age of 8 years, young Ronald was sent to England for his education. He was interested in painting and mathematics. He wanted to settle down as a painter, but his father insisted he selected medical career. After completing his medicine, he joined in Indian Military Academy in 1881. After working 7 years in India, he went back to England. He did his diploma in microscopic techniques. In England, Ronald was under the guidance of Dr. Patrick Manson throughout his research. Ronald proposed that mosquitoes were carrying flagellated spores in their stomach and died laying their eggs. The flagellated spores emerged it into the water, ready to infect anyone who drank the water. Ronald Rose tried on this hypothesis, but he came to a conclusion that water would not cause malaria infection. To test on another hypothesis, Rose allowed Culex mosquitoes that fed on malaria patient to bite a healthy man, but the healthy man was not infected. Repeated the experiment again and again. came to know the fact that killer mosquitoes do not transmit malaria. He returned to Secunderabad in June 1897. On the 15th August, his assistant brought some larvae which hatched next day. Among them, several are dappled-winged mosquitoes. On August 16th, he fed them on his malaria patient Hussein Khan. On August 17th, he dissected two of these mosquitoes but nothing found. On 19th, again killed another mosquito and found some peculiar vacuolated cells. On August 20, 1897, he found a clear and circular outlines about 12 micron diameter cells containing black pigmented cells. At last, by this way, Rose discovered the route map of malaria, that is, infected patient's blood to mosquito stomach to mosquito salivary glands to healthy person, healthy human being. So we celebrate August 20th World Malaria Day. Here we have completed this lesson, story of microorganisms. If you find my video useful and then to continue to make this type of videos, then like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.